Alrighty, so let's write the last one. Now, if you don't have time, if the day is over, that's okay. You can always try to do this last one here. It's a guessing game. And I'm just going to go through it and see how it goes for you. Okay, so here we go. So program, start a new program, and I'm going to call it guess. So GU. This is going to introduce you to a little bit of loops and if statements. So it's literally just a way to get you started. So if you want to go onto the internet and check things out, it'll make your life a little easier because you'll already have an idea of how to do it. So the first kind of loop that we're going to be using is the label. Well, this is the one I'm going to be showing you. There are other kinds of loops. However, we're going to do label. So in CTL, if you scroll down, I believe it's choice 9, we're going to label the first spot A. This spot here is A now. So anytime I want to, I can write go to A and it's going to go back to this spot. So I can go back to that as much as I want. It's fun. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to type in I want the person to guess a number. So I'm just going to do a basic input. Okay, and I'm going to alpha lock this, and I'm going to type guess a number. You can be as minimal as you want here. I'm getting good at this now, so. Okay. And then I want them to guess a number between 1 and 10, so I'm going to actually put that in there. So I'm going to take my alpha lock off and put parentheses and just say between 1 and 10, just so that they know. As long as it's in quotes, I can do math and it won't do it, if that makes sense. Okay, I like a space here too. Okay, remember this is an input, so after I do like the little prompt, I put a comma and I say what variable I'm going to store it in. So I'm just going to use X because it's the easiest one to get to. Okay, now my secret number is 5. So I'm going to say if it's a 5, tell them they're right, and you're done. Okay, but if it's not, we're going to go back here and have them guess again. So instead of writing this over and over, I'm just going to say go to label this spot right here, and it's going to continue to do that. So it's a nice beginning to a loop here. So I go to program, here's the if, it's the very first option. If X, because that's the number that they just typed in, if X equals, to find the equal sign, we do second, where the test is right there, second math, and that's the very first option. If X equals 5, then say correct. So we're going to display correct. There really is nothing else to do there because they're right. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay, so if you did that, oh my goodness. I'm going to have to try to edit this out, but I don't see it happening. So we want to edit. Yes, I apologize. Silly. I didn't have alpha on. Okay, so correct. So what happens when you don't watch. Welcome to my life. So remember to have your alpha lock on, or you have to hit alpha every time. This is how my students deal with, I don't know how they deal with me. Here we go. Then, okay, so then if it's not right, we do an else. So we go over to here and we do an else. So if they're right, it's going to do this. Otherwise, we're going to say wrong. So we're going to display wrong. or you can say something nicer if you want. I'm going to remember to do my alpha lock this time. I've done this video a few times now, and I'm kind of done. Okay, so now I hit enter, my alpha lock goes off. So if they're wrong, I want them to actually guess again. So they're going to keep doing this until it's they get it right. So what I need to do is I need to go to, I believe it's 0. Here it is. So it's go to A. Now up here, this is where I want them to go to. I labeled it A, so now I just use go to A, and it will go to that spot. So that's alpha A, just go to A, and that's it. And then I can pause it and do all that stuff that I can clear it. I can pause it. And that's all good. So let's see how that worked. Let's hope it's right. We don't want to edit it. We want to run it. It's choice 1. So guess the number. 6. Wrong. 7. Wrong. 1. Wrong. 5. Correct. Program done. So that is the beginning of programming in your calculator. So you have the basics of displaying, so we displayed in hello. We did a formula in slope. So you could do the quadratic formula. All cool stuff can be done in the slope, midpoint, all those things. And then we created a little game that you can create and make more complicated as you begin to understand. So hopefully this started out the fun of, instead of using your phone all the time, maybe you could program your calculator a little. So I hope you had fun. I know I had a blast. I hope you have a great day. Happy hour of code.